Hello everyone, and this is Serenity's here, back with another awesome gameplay for you guys today. This time it's some Halo 4 gameplay, guys, and interesting lobby here. We got a new matchmaking kid on the block. Telling SUMO was the one that sent this in, and he's a new friend of GanGStaRss and Fxmine, and they were playing in a team of 3 with 2 randoms, and so as you can see there, Rosy 669, loads of numbers there. And some other kid, Burger Reborn. So we've got Rosy and Jim as the randoms there. And Telling SUMO is the one that sent this in. He matched MFizzle 7, Enrave, Gympsey, Tragec and Decepters. So guys, I really hope you enjoy this gameplay. Telling SUMO was quite proud of this one. I think he came first place on top of the board. And just a really nice win on this sweaty crew in H4. So hope you guys enjoy. And yeah, it was quite funny to get GanGStaRss versions of events of this game as well, because he was pretty happy with this win. So yeah, great play to their team. And as you can see, we're going to see how Telling SUMO plays this one. So Telling SUMO at the start here, just making his way for the overshield, and he's going to want to push for that hill. Unfortunately, he doesn't get either of them. He's going to get taken out. So that's a bit of a shame for him there. And at that point, the SUMO has been taken down, and playing in a team of 3 against the full team of 5 is going to be very tough for the SUMO to, come back on that. So he's definitely going to want to, play. He's definitely going to have to play out of his mind to get this win. So at the start, you can see that Decepters and his team get a lot of time in Enrave with the OS there. You can see him. So Telling SUMO is going to have to meditate a little bit, concentrate all his power into that hill. But getting a nice snipe on MFizzle right there, so that's a nice play. And just going to have to back away there. He's got a player in the corridor challenging him. He's going to put pressure on Enrave. He's going to really chase that kill down. The SUMO really trying to ground pound, but he can't do it. And he's going to be taken out there, unfortunately. He does get the assist though. Loses the snipe, but they just realised now they're going to have to push for this next hill. So as you can see, Fxmine and the randoms there, I think we're pushing for the hills. So it's a nice play from them. Nice little play from Jim there to take out Tragec. And as you're going to see, SUMO's trying to push in. Unfortunately, he's going to get naded out. And as you can see, GanGStaRss trying to make the play in. Unfortunately, doesn't make the best play there. So they're going to have to really try a bit harder if they want to stay in this game. Really nice start by Decepters and his team actually to get a lot of hill time here. I mean, Telling SUMO, buddy, I think if I were you, I would try to pull your weight a bit more, man. This is just not acceptable play. So at this point, about 15 odd seconds of hill time left to get. So I would recommend for the SUMO to leave this hill and then push for the next one. Really nice play from him here to keep the team weak. He's 4-on-1 at the moment, so it's not a good idea to push in on that occasion. So Telling SUMO is just going to have to back away. As you can see, they're going to get a nice hill on the corridor here, and this is where he's going to hopefully get quite a bit of time. So Telling SUMO manages to get inside and actually without intention able to double time the hill for a little bit. So it's a really nice play from the SUMO. And he's gonna definitely want to stay alive. Bit of a mistake to come out the hill there. It's gonna stop being double timed, but really nice play. He probably didn't realise in game that he was double timing it, but really nice play to stay alive at this point. He's got the bolt shot out, ready to get the kill on MFizzle there. He's completely unaware. Unfortunately, that was a really unlucky use of the bolt shot. It should have killed Gympsey there, but he gimped out of it, so that was a bit of a shame. At this point, Telling SUMO just not getting frustrated about that. They got a lot of time there, the red team, so it was a really nice play from GanGStaRss and the rest of his team. And at this point, just putting more shots, putting some nice shots on Enrave there to take him out. And that's a really nice play from the Telling SUMO. He's going to push out here to the other flags. He knows that's where the hill's coming in, so really nice play from him there. Able to get up high in the hill quickly before having to challenge for that kill. Nice play from Fxmine to assist here as well. Deceptors going to get wrecked there from Fxmine and SUMO powers, and yeah, it's a really nice play from the pair of them there. At this point, just trying to stay alive in the hill. He's got quite a bit of competition now, so SUMO's going to have to stay for this final round, but he can't do it. He's going to be taken out by the blue team member with the OS there, and as we can see, it's jetpacks asunder, because Deceptors and his team wanted to play this over, I think it was Legendary Slayer. Telling SUMO was telling me, not that I was in this game, but yeah, he was telling me that they had a choice of Legendary Slayer BR as well, so it's always worth considering that, you know, because they didn't want Infinity King of the Hill. But here we go anyway. We have Telling Sumo on your screens right now. Some nice pre-nades to take out the MFizzle force right there. And at this point with the snipe, just looking to push on from above and get a few nice shots on Gympsey there for the gangsters to finish up. Unfortunately, he loses the snipe again, so that's a bit of a shame for the Telling Sumo, but he's just going to forget about that and try and push up again with his team, so that's exactly what he's going to do right there. At this point, you know, Rosy and Jim, you know, Rosy was in the hill there, so he's just going to try and help out Rosy random and managing to actually put a few more shots. Able to take all of them out there, so that the randoms, Gangsters, Fxmine and SUMO, they are going to get some time. There's some nice shots on Enrave there, going to take him out and try and stay alive here to kill MFizzle. Unfortunately, couldn't do it, and but regardless, we can see how resilient the Telling Sumo is against Decepters and the rest of his team. Able to keep them back, you know, preventing them from getting any hill time. So nice little trade with Enrave there. Wasn't quite ready for that one, I don't think, the Sumo. But nice play to take care of that player top mid. So, you know, if they can control the attics here, they're probably going to get quite a bit of time. Telling Sumo trying to put the nades down necessary to take him out, but unfortunately he's going to get shot from either there or a corridor or wherever that was. So he's not going to be able to do anything about that. At this point, you know, they're all top mid. It's going to be very hard to get time here. Definitely want to have to control those attics. Nice play from the Telling Sumo to use this spot just to throw a few nades into the hill. And he might not be able to get any time here, but if he can contest it, that's a great play from him as well. So able to get the kill on Gympsey there. It's a nice play from the Telling Sumo. But as you can see, the blue team's still persistent on the hill time, so it's a nice play from them. They probably are going to get the remainder of that time, but if we can just, you know, if Telling Sumo can just get them weak here, you know, in preparation for that next hill, they shouldn't get any time in the next hill. So that's what we're aiming for. You know, hopefully the randoms won't muck that up. I mean, Rosy and Jim, hopefully they'll cooperate and able to get a nice little double on Decepters there. That was a nice play from the Telling Sumo. That was really good play. At this point, just see him jetpacking over to this new hill. As you can see, Gympsey trying to run in there. Unlucky, not. Oh, he does get the double kill on MFizzle there. That's a nice play. As you can see, really nice play from the rest of his team there as they're able to put on necessary shots. Going to put the, I think the Tragec was weak there, able to realise that without even knowing. And the Gangsters is going to push in, Fxmine, they're all going to push in again on that hill. So really nice team play. I mean, you know, for a team of 3 to actually act this well is really quite impressive. I mean, you know, against a team of 5 as sweaty as this, it's pretty nice to see, guys. Very nice to see that that you can actually, you know, search in Halo 4 matchmaking and get paired up with you know, good people. So it's really nice that you're able to do that. At this point, Telling Sumo, he's looking to put himself in the middle of the map. It's quite a smart play because you know, he doesn't know where the hill's going to be, and as soon as he does, he can just push in on it. He's got the you know, shortest distance to all places on the map, so it's nice play from him there. Telling Sumo just holding down the hill with his sumo powers, just, you know, like the immovable objects, just, you know, holding his ground and you know, looking to get all the hill time that they need here. At this point, he catches Tragec unaware, so nice play. It's Tragec for him, and he's just going to stay alive in this hill as long as he can and milk as much time as he can. Really nice bolt shot kill on MFizzle there, and unfortunately he's not going to be able to stay alive. But he did fizzle the nizzle, and he is able to walk away from that battle. So he's going to come in here and hopefully stop any remaining time they get. As you can see, he's on his own here, the Telling Sumo, but he is an immovable, very strong player. He is going to obviously be the immovable object against the blue team. Managing to stop him from getting a bit of time there, so that was a nice play. But unfortunately, he can't do any more than that. So they're just going to really have to hope they set up well for this next hill. So as you can see, it's on the other flag side, so they're going to have to rush over there quite quickly. Yeah, so they're going to have to push almost immediately into this next hill. Able to put some shots on Tragec here, it's a nice play. And just going to try and stay alive. He's got a guy pushing him in attics, so he's going to want to stay alive there. As you can see, all of Decepters and his team are lifting over. It's quite intense right now. They're going to have to really work well together as a random team here. Unfortunately, he doesn't get a kill on Gympsey. That was a terrible choke from the Sumo. Unfortunately, they are going to get a bit of time from that, but the rest of the red team are there to take him out, so that is actually going to be okay. But he's able to put some shots on Gympsey here, keeps Gympsey weak. MFizzle, he's not going to be able to get that kill. He's going to have to reload. Does manage to get a nice nade kill on the guy weak in the hill there, but they're still getting time. So at this point, you know, Telling Sumo and the rest of his random teammates are going to have to work a little bit harder. GanGStaRss going to have to work a little bit harder, so is Fxmine. Rosy and Jim are definitely going to have to pull their weight if they want this win. So at this point, you know, he's telling Sumo's just pushing from underneath into the E hill. Hopefully, he can get some you know, time out of this, and able to stay alive there from the MFizzle threat, and managing to actually get some time. But he's definitely going to need his teammates to help him out here. Gets a nice kill on Decepters there, and he's going to wait with his teammates now in this, you know, it's got a lot of time in this hill, this E hill, so definitely going to want to milk as much of this as we can. So, you know, telling Sumo is definitely going to milk that. So, you know, getting the kill on Tragec there, just helping out with Jim right there, and managing to actually, you know, put more shots on these guys as they push in. Got MFizzle there, also, you know, being taken down. But unfortunately, the telling Sumo is on his own. It's unfortunately he couldn't get that kill on Enrave. As you can see, the blue guy of the OS there, it's all looking quite bad for telling Sumo and his team right now. As you can see, the game is approaching quite close, 240 to 237 right now, and they're getting about 7 seconds of time there, so this is very risky for telling Sumo and his team. But all of the team are over there, and there's a new hill coming in. As you can see, telling Sumo's team are on it, and they are going to get a lot this time, and this looks like it could be it for Decepters and the rest of his team. And as you can see, telling Sumo and GanGStaRss and Fxmine, team of 3 with Rosy and Jim, with just complete randoms, are able to win 250 to 244. So that's an impressive play from telling Sumo. That's very impressive, telling Sumo. New matchmaking kid on the block, playing with GanGStaRss and Fxmine in the Halo 4 playlist. That was very impressive, guys. Such an incredible win, and just you know, really was quite a good gameplay. You know, 250 to 244. It doesn't get much closer than that. So, telling Sumo, you've had a brilliant start to your matchmaking career. I'm very proud of you. I think all the Sumos would be proud. But I think just before we close off this gameplay, guys, we'll just have a look at GanGStaRss, how he dealt with this final situation of pushing in for this hill. Because I think he said that, telling Sumo said that he wanted to point that out for him. So definitely going to want to see that again. So GanGStaRss looking to push in on top mid here. He's a little bit weak. Definitely going to try and stay alive. As you can see, it was the point where we were, you know, it was close, and that you know, the blue team were getting a bit of time. So at this point, GanGStaRss just looking to, you know, like really do all he can to stop them from pushing into the E hill. But as you can see, he's going to have to let that go, because it's just gonna go to time there. So there's no point in really worrying about it. As you can see, the C hills come up immediately. They're right there. You know, all of the team are there, and they are going to get this time. As you can see, GanGStaRss just patrolling right here, going to put some nice nades in the attic. And as you can see, getting the help with MFizzle there. Gets the kill on Gympsey, finds Decepters down low, and going to be a little bit of a trash, a little bit of a teabag here for GanGStaRss. He's going to be very happy with that as the game closes out. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this gameplay from telling Sumo against Enrave, Decepters and the rest of his team. It was definitely a good one from telling Sumo. New matchmaking kid on the block, very impressive to see some gameplay from the telling Sumo. And may the senseis be with you guys. This was SUMO. I'll see you next time. Bye guys.